Hello everyone, welcome back and wishing you all a merry festive season, whatever you're doing and wherever you are in the world. It's me, Mr. Smelly, and it's her,
Smurfy.
So we're back with a kind of special Christmas quickie edition of Frag Chat with Smelly and Smurfy, and it's just for us to share the fragrances that we got and received from each other this Christmas. So of course, when it comes to gifts, it's not hard for us to think, oh, I wonder what I should get her. Usually it's fragrance related, and there might be one or two things we got each other that aren't fragrance related. We'll leave those out, but let's dive into it. So we kind of agreed not to spend much on fragrances this year.
We did.
Because we're going to
Paris.
Yeah, so in February we're going to Paris for a few days, and we sort of said let's put our money towards that because we're not exactly short of fragrances, don't need any more. But both of us kind of broke our promise to each other and did end up buying.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so well, there you go. We couldn't help it. So I was really excited to get a couple of things from the house of Dunhill. So Claire surprised me by getting me Dunhill Century, which is one of the best men's designer releases, we think, of 2018. So Dunhill Century, not one of the Dunhill Icon line, which has been quite commercially successful, and I think there's 4 versions, but Dunhill Century, a new one with a rather nice bottle there. And we've got a bit on a strip here. Notes, bergamot, grapefruit, mandarin, neroli, cardamom, olibanum, sandalwood, musk, citriol. Very fresh, a little bit similar to Icon by Dunhill, but
a tiny bit. You can smell the neroli now in this. That's come out. We smelt this earlier when we first sprayed it, and now I'm getting the neroli, which I didn't earlier. I get a lot of very clean, fuzzy, fluffy musk, almost like if you just washed fluffy towels with a ton of conditioner.
Yeah.
Really, really clean and slightly sweet, but the neroli gives it that citrusiness.
Good description. So a really interesting, good, freshy, great professional kind of work scent. Kind of an overcrowded market, that one, but that is a really good one. Also then, staying on the Dunhill theme, you really surprised me by getting Dunhill Icon Elite, the gift set. Okay, which I really wasn't expecting, and which was too kind indeed. So this is the one with the black bottle looking like the other Dunhill Icon versions. And this one is a little bit more warm and spicy than the original one. Kind of peppery. We've got some on a thing there, if you just hold the bottle up. Notes include bergamot, kaffir, lime, cardamom, vetiver, blue sage, black pepper, ebony wood, sandalwood, and black suede. Hence perhaps the bottle colour. How would you describe that one, Claire?
Out of all the Dunhills, apart from the green one, which I don't know too well, this is the most generic, crowd-pleasing of them all, I think. But you can smell the black pepper, which is really nice. It has that clean, fresh out the shower kind of...
It does have a bit of freshness and some
like a greenness to it.
Yes, so I was just going to say green. I saw a few online reviews said green, and it does still have that.
But it's not super green, it's not mega harsh green. It doesn't smell like there's too much galbanum going on, which can make it dry and, I don't know, slightly unpleasant. I don't really get any kind of leather. I get more of a dark woodsy feel and greenness, a bit of muskiness, a bit of woodsiness.
Spicy or more peppery?
More peppery than actual sort of sweeter spices, if that makes sense.
Okay. So
very masculine.
Sometimes the forgotten one of the line, because racing got loads of hype. The original was very popular, and the gold one sort of very different. But this one has its place, and I'm really happy to have all 3 of the first ones that came out from the Icon line.
I felt like
for my channel,
because you already had the original, and then you added the
gold one, absolute,
and then I just thought maybe you'd like that.
You were right. A full set, and I've got the aftershave balm and shower gel. That's always great. So it's over to you. Did you get anything from me?
Yes, I did.
Thank God I got you something.
So I said I didn't want any fragrances at all. There was nothing that is on my full bottle list at the moment. And I was more than happy with the smellies and other things that I asked you for.
You're a bit into incense at the moment, so I've got some incense sticks. Some
incense and some stuff from Lush, and some really nice stuff, a book, all sorts. So I wasn't expecting any fragrances, but he went and got me Creed's Virgin Island Water, the naughty boy.
I'm glad I did after you got me all those. So this one, of course, the famous freshy kind of summer holiday type of smell, coconut and lime, 2 of the main notes, and apparently bay rum or rum of some kind.
I've never really spotted the rum, but to be fair, I only ever had a decant of this, so you know I was a bit tight with it because you've only got 10 mils. So it'd be interesting to properly wear this one, do as many sprays as I'd like to do, and see how it develops. So I should definitely do a review on that one on my channel.
Yep.
Happy to have it.
Yes, probably a slight case of buying the person the present that you wanted.
Yes.
But I'm not unhappy that it's in our shared home. But I really hope you like it.
Yes, I do.
And it's one of your favourite creeds, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that was one thing, and there's one more that you got, two more that you got me, and this was a real thrill, perhaps the one I was most excited to get, and that's vintage Chanel Antaeus. And you know it's vintage because it says Eau de Toilette above the word Chanel, and it's also a splash, which I don't think they make in Eau de Toilette anymore. Of course, a famous leathery, castoreum heavy fragrance, also has some bergamot, juniper. Bergamot, excuse me. And it's got a certain freshness, a leathery thing, an old school vibe, maybe Chanel's equivalent answer to Koros or something like that. Not a massive favourite with you?
I don't really love this one. It does smell very old school. It reminds me of the kind of fragrances that my dad would have worn back when I was younger. But it's not unpleasant at all. It's very nice. It's just a little bit old fashioned.
Yes, definitely for us old school fragrance lovers. And a 1981 release. And the last one, sorry, it's a bit uneven because you bought...
Mr. Smelly Heavy.
Sorry. Never a good thing. So this is the other one, a decant that Claire got me, which I hope you'll get some use of because it's your kind of...
I think I will,
thing. And it's Creed's Sublime Vanille. And that is one of the range, I think, that's more expensive than the Virgin Island Water style bottles. It's a posh one, if you like. Well, they're all posh.
It's the one that comes like that.
Right. And so great to have a decant of that one. And I suppose that one word springs to mind when you describe that one, which is vanilla. No?
Yes. Well, it's
I sprayed some.
Very citrusy vanilla to me. You can smell...
I've already sprayed it if you want.
Oh, sorry.
You can if you want.
It's powdery. But you can smell citruses, sort of lemon and bergamot kind of smell.
Really exquisite. The only reservation I would have is obviously there are a lot of vanilla fragrances with a bit of citrus. Yeah. And that's a very expensive one, which I'm really happy to have.
Yeah. But does it stand out?
It's easy to get that right, isn't it? So
I think so.
Would you want to spend the extra for that? But
I got a really, really good deal from a lovely fragrant friend. She knows who she is. So it wasn't expensive at all. It was a really, really good price.
But we're both keen to try that one out some more.
Yeah, clean, soft, musky, citruses and vanilla is what I'm getting here.
That's it. So far, that's about all we can say. Okay, I think there's one thing left, which was...
Ah, yes.
Not exactly a gift, because I reached out, as they say, to the company, and they kindly sent me, or us, these to feature on the channel, and but they did arrive just a couple of days before Christmas.
So it's Francesca Bianchi perfumes. I have been dying to try this range of perfumes for such a long time. And so she sent down all 5 of the samples from the range, and we've been testing them over the last couple of days.
Yep.
And I'm really impressed, actually. I've got Angel's Dust on my wrist, which is the one I was most interested to try, which is a rose and violet musky concoction, kind of like a boudoir scent. So it's supposed to be reminiscent of makeup, but also have a very sensual undertone. This is pretty much the opening. It's only been sprayed about 5 minutes.
It's Angel's Dust.
Yeah. And it changes on your skin and you start to get incenses. The rose kind of retreats a little bit and it gets more unisex. I think that's very feminine at the moment. But the florals kind of retreat a little bit. It gets more woodsy and incensey, which I really, really love. So that is firmly on my sort of possible buy list.
And that probably the most niche smelling thing that we've showed you so far. Obviously, most of them were designers, but compared to the Creeds, this is much more sort of
that's proper niche.
Smelling,
that's that's when you something super interesting, something that changes on your skin, something that might not appeal to everybody because there's some animalic sort
Yeah.
of notes
There
to
were
all
in
of
that.
them,
Yeah,
really,
I picked that up
actually.
on that and one of the others.
Yeah.
Now, that was just a little taster on that company because we'll do them fully in an upcoming video, but
Yes,
just a little
definitely.
preview really of that. Was that it, fragrance-wise?
I think that's it.
Okay,
yes.
and did we have a nice Christmas?
We had a lovely Christmas,
Yeah,
didn't we?
I hope so,
Mr.
yeah.
Smelly overindulged a little bit.
Oh God, yeah, Christmas
Day.
Day. Don't drink Prosecco, then red wine, then beer, and then Tennessee Fire cinnamon flavoured version of Jack Daniels.
And don't mix, actually, in the same glass, the beer and the whiskey.
That was your brother's idea.
My brother's a really bad influence.
I have my own will and I could have said no. So, yeah.
So poor Mr. Smelly didn't feel so great on
Boxing Day wasn't great, no.
No, but we did have a nice time.
We
had a
recovered,
lovely
and Claire did a lovely Christmas dinner, very nice, and that's it. We're not doing anything special now for New Year, so
No, I think we kind of feel like we've overindulged because I've been off the Slimming World, so I had some cheesecake, and there's definitely a couple of pounds added onto my chest.
Yeah.
No, not my chest.
well, don't mind that.
I wish
That's
added to my waistline.
Yeah, and so if you are in that slight lull that one perhaps finds a couple of days after Christmas, don't worry. Even though we're mega fragrance celebrities, we're humans. We are human too, and we're both feeling a bit like, okay, now that wasn't so clever, and we're looking to already before New Year. We're getting back to smash it to full
Definitely
fitness.
want to get some of the weight back off, and we've got a holiday
Get
coming
down
up.
the gym. Yeah, we're going off to Puerto Rico, which is not the one over there. It's the one in Gran Canaria, which is a Canaria island near the part of Spain.
It's part of Spanish islands.
Off the coast of Africa. We're going there in January, and then off to Paris.
Early
So
January. So and then in February we go to Paris, and hopefully I'll make a nice purchase from the Guerlain boutique.
that'll be more of a frag-related holiday, yeah. So looking forward to that. Let us know what you've been doing over the festive period. Any fragrances you got for Christmas? What was the best thing you got for Christmas? Or the best thing you gave? Preferably fragrances, but anything else.
Or did you get anything really, really crappy?
Yeah.
Do share that with us too.
That would be fun. Okay, thanks ever so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye-bye.